Hey guys, it's Andrew Esquivel here, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison video. Now, as you can see, we've got two pillows here, both from different manufacturers, both made in different countries, and both made with completely different materials. Now, I'm going to go over the materials and my personal views on each of these pillows. So over here, I got my hand on, is a Dr. Scholl's Technogel Deluxe. Now, this is made from memory foam and gel, and it costs about $170. Now, it comes with a 3-year warranty, and that's a good thing because I recently had a Technogel Classic that didn't last very long, and I had to send it in, and I ended up getting it replaced with a Deluxe, and I'll go over that in a minute. Now, this pillow over here is a pure latex pillow made from Latex International. And this pillow only costs around $80. So let's go over the materials themselves, and let's get to the point where I was making before about the downfall of this Technogel pillow. Now, it is expensive. It is, pretty high quality. It's heavy. It feels like it'd be really good. And in the stores, it did. But the ultimate problem is memory foam is still a type of polyfoam. Now, I don't like polyfoam because polyfoam tends to succumb to depression over time. And what that means is the more you use it, the more likely it is to not retain its elasticity and resilience. And that's what ended up happening to me. I lost all support in the center where my head was, to the point where it was just so incredibly uncomfortable I had to send it into warranty service. Their warranties are pretty stingy, as a matter of fact, and I did do a review on it, and I went over the warranty information, so if you want to know the warranties, check that out. Another thing about memory foam is the resistance that it has to pressure changes depending on the temperature of the room and the pillow itself. So it will change firmness on temperature alone. But let's keep in mind this is not a 100% memory foam pillow. A lot of it, this blue stuff here, is gel. And the gel is designed to distribute pressure in multiple directions. And for the most part, it does that relatively well. Now, let's go over how exactly these things work to support your head and the differences between the two. With this pillow being memory foam and gel, it's designed for your head to sink in, and then the pillow basically changes its shape to conform to your head. So you have to put pressure down, and then it molds to you. Whereas the latex pillow kind of does the opposite, and here's why. Latex, unlike memory foam, is very springy. When you push down, it's trying to force itself back up. So instead of your head having to push down for it to conform to your shape, you simply lay your head down, and the rest of it is pushing up to conform to you. So it's a completely different experience, and for some people it's just too springy. It doesn't feel right. It's very bouncy. It takes time to get used to, but if you need support on your neck and you still want it to feel plush and cushiony, this is a great choice. Another thing that I like about latex over memory foam, because memory foam is a type of polyfoam, is that latex tends to last longer than memory foam, or polyfoam in this case. So, that being said, which do I like better? Well, I've been using the Technogel for a number of months now, and I gotta say, at first I was ecstatic. It was great, but what I've come to realize is that because it's polyfoam, it degrades quickly, which is really unfortunate given the price. Now, what I did is, when I had the RMA service done, they were able to swap it out for a Deluxe, which is about 1.5 inches thicker I might be a little off on that number, but it's around 1.5 inches thicker than the classic that I had. And I like thin pillows, I really do. But because of the situation where the center loses support, I had to compensate because I know that the polyfoam is going to degrade at some point. So having extra polyfoam will help give the support that I need. So, there's some days when I lay on this pillow, this Technogel pillow, and I'm like, dude, this is the best pillow ever. And then there's some days where I lay on it and I'm like, oh, I just can't stand this pillow. And part of it is because I don't like memory foam to begin with. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, Andrew, why did you get it? Well, it's one of those things where you try it at the store and you're like, oh, this is great, I just gotta have it. And then you sleep on it for a few nights, and it's not as glorifying as you remember it. In fact, you start to kind of regret the purchase after a little while because it's so darn expensive, and you feel like maybe it wasn't worth that price. Now, that's my personal experience. I never liked memory foam to begin with. If you asked me to use a memory foam mattress, I'd kill you, because I just can't stand it. I like inner spring latex mattresses. And that's actually what I'm getting relatively soon, to replace the current Stearns & Foster that I have right now. So I like this springy, boingy material, and I've never used it in a pillow before because I haven't seen many places that sell mattresses actually have them for display to use. But the place where I got my mattress that's been custom made, and it's in the current process of being made right now, had one of these, and I tried it, and I'm like, this is a completely different experience from anything I've ever had before. Now, I've used everything from memory foam to latex to polyfoam, just regular old polyfoam, to cotton, and there's just so much difference. The cotton one is even worse than this memory foam. The cotton just does not provide any particular type of support whatsoever, other than not letting your head be, tilted over with nothing to lay on. Yeah, but moving back to this, if either of these don't sound right to you, there's other materials out there too. There's one that I've heard that people like is Asian buckwheat, and I've never tried it. They're, from what I hear, very heavy pillows. But, that could be another option. I don't know much about them. But my personal preference is, if they made this Technogel pillow with Talalay Latex instead of memory foam, this could have been the best pillow ever. It had so much going for it. The multi-directional distribution of pressure from the gel was a fantastic concept, but I think they ruined it by using memory foam. And I think memory foam is just one of those things that people get hyped up about, and I just don't care for it. Another thing people get hyped up about is gel, because gel is a relatively new concept that people have been using in mattresses recently, and in this case pillows. And yeah, this stuff's expensive. Part of it has to do, it's coming from Italy, and they try to sell you on that. But I think in this case, this is one of the situations where you're paying more for the name and where it's coming from than you do the actual quality of the product. There's a number of other pillows out there that are around $40 to $50 that are very similar in construction. So if I ever had a chance to talk to the people from Technogel, my serious suggestion would be, as I stated before, swap the memory foam for latex. That would have been the perfect idea, and I wish they would have done that. But I figured I'd just go over, the differences between the two. My personal preference is the boinginess of latex. That supports my head better than memory foam. But that's not to say that this pillow is bad. You see, another thing that I neglected to mention before is I said that the pillow wore out quickly. And it's true, it did wear out quickly. But let me explain why. I sleep for about 12 hours a night. or in my case, day. You know, I suffer from a number of sleep issues, and I have to sleep more. So, at a minimum, this pillow, or my old one at least, was getting 12 hours of use per 24 hours. And then there's other times where I'll just lay in bed because I'm bored, adding more hours of use to it every day. So the pillow saw relatively extreme usage per every 24 hours, which may have contributed to its ultimate demise. I have a feeling that if you're the type of person to sleep 8 hours a day, it would probably last a lot longer. It's just one of those things where if you use it too much at one time, you get issues. But that's why I like latex, because it is a little more resilient, from what I understand. So either one is, you know, good stuff. But you know, that's totally up for you guys to decide. I still stand by my original review, where I state that this pillow is really good. It's just not the type I like. So I hope you guys found that a little bit informative. And you know, if you're looking for a pillow, you know, it's all about the way you want it to support your neck. So that being said, you know, thanks for watching, guys. Check out my other videos. You got plenty of them. Comment, rate, subscribe, and have a good night's sleep.